Hey y'all, welcome back to another What Sold video. As you can see, I've just gotten out of the shower. I've got crazy kids behind me. My hair is like a wet mess. So let's get on with everything that sold for this period, which is between March 4th and the 7th. This first piece is a pair of Born leather red flats that I've had for quite a while. I don't pick up as much Born shoes as I used to because there just seems to be a lot of them. And there's my littlest guy trying to help. There just seems to be a lot of them at my bins, and that's really the only time I ever pick them up is at the bins because they just don't sell for a very high price. These, for instance, let's see if I can find it. They sold for only 12 bucks. Luckily, I did get these at the bins, and so it really wasn't a super big deal. They don't sell for a ton, but I did make a profit. So it says my earnings after Poshmark fees, which was $2.95, were $9.05. They probably cost me around $1, and there I am picking one of my hairs out of the tape, guys. That's what happens when you just get out of the shower. Like, I am just shedding all over the place, and that's not the first time that's happened. Yeah, if anybody else has had that experience, please drop a comment below so I don't feel like I am the only one that is shedding all over the place. So, all right, let's move on to the next pair of shoes. I have to pull off my reusable labels for my number system that I do for my shoes. I will probably be doing a video soon of my inventory so you guys can kind of see how it is I go about doing inventory in my garage, which is 2 buildings over. There's me not trying to cut myself. And these next pair I got at my Honey Hole thrift store that I don't share because it's just too nice to let the secret out. These are by Subo, and I thought they were just super interesting, guys. I saw them and I realized they were brand new, never been worn, and they cost me like $5. This particular thrift store doesn't overcharge for a lot of their stuff unless they really know that it's a higher end item. That's usually how it works with like the jeans and stuff. But the trick is knowing more than the people pricing do. That's always the trick, especially like certain savers and Goodwill that like to price things up. So these sold for $25. It was an offer that someone sent to me. The Poshmark fees were $5 even. Net earnings were $20. That means I made $15 even on this piece, or this pair of shoes. So, and I did end up getting a comment from this client that said exactly as described, thank you. And that makes me happy when people not only leave 5 stars, but they actually leave a comment, because comments are very few and far between, guys. So the next piece that we have are some Toms. I found these at DI, which is Deseret Industries thrift store. Still had a tag on the bottom. And I believe these cost me either $5 or $6. I had them for a while. I thought they would sell faster than they did and for a little bit higher of a price. Unfortunately. Oh, I'm yawning, guys. Unfortunately, they did not. But I'm still making a profit off of them. So they sold for $18. Poshmark fees were $3.60. Net earnings were $14.40. So minus the, I believe, $6 price tag that I paid for them, that makes my earnings $8.40. And some of these pieces of shoe, or some of these pairs of shoes, like this pair, you can see it flopping over a bit. I just wanted to have a better presentation than them kind of flopping. And so I'll get a piece of my wrapping tissue, the brown paper. They call it packing paper. You can just get it at Walmart. and I'll fold it over, tear it in half, and then use half for each shoe to kind of keep its shape a little bit better. And that seems to help with the presentation. And as you can see, I have my mannequin in the background. I do a lot of my pictures right there, guys, because I do not have any other space other than my front room next to my kitchen. My bedroom is just not big enough. It fits what I need it to fit, and that's about it. And my closet is packed full of stuff, guys. So I've got little people in the background. That's why doing these videos the way I've been doing them with the what solds has actually been a huge blessing, trying to do it this way. I don't know why I didn't think about it earlier, because I can have craziness in the background. I can have people being noisy, jumping on the couch as that little guy's doing, and it's okay. All right, so this next piece is by Jinx, Jinx, and it's actually a World of Warcraft thermal inside detailed zip-up hoodie. It was a size 3X. I found this at the bins when I was there with my son Wyatt, and I would not have had a clue about what it was if I didn't ask him about it, because I held it up and I was like, oh, this seems really nice, and he's like freaking out, his eyes bug out, and he's like, that's a World of Warcraft hoodie, which is like a big game, you know, in the gamer industry and everything. And my husband played it, my boys have played it, and it's just got a huge kind of cult following. So I got it. It maybe cost me a couple of dollars. Had it listed for $45. Someone sent me an offer for $35. I accepted it. Poshmark fees were $7. Net earnings were $28 even, and it probably cost me maybe around $2 to purchase it because it weighed just a tiny bit more. So I probably made around 26 bucks on this piece, so I was pretty happy at that. When I have to kind of pack it in there a little bit tighter for some of these boxes, I will give it a little bit of extra security with tape on the edge like this, just in case. Even though the boxes, the adhesive sticks pretty darn good, you know, but sometimes when it's just packed in there that tight, you just want to be a little more sure about it. So I was pretty happy with this purchase and this sale. And we've got little guys in the background. All right, next piece. I've had this one for quite a while, and this is by Zella, and it's a men's piece. It's a gray ribbed texture kind of zip up sweater, and I think I got this one at the bins as far as I know, because I probably wouldn't have picked it up otherwise. And this one sold for $13. It was an offer that a customer sent to me. Poshmark fees were $2.95. That makes my net earnings $10.05. And so it probably cost me around $1.50. That means that my earnings were around $8.55, as long as I'm doing the math right, because I'm not a math person, guys. I'm an English person, so, you know, I can't solve your problems for you with math, but, you know, I'm sure am good at correcting your grammar, and I will, because it drives me nuts if I can't. So I even did it to one of my boys' teachers at a parent-teacher conference the other night, because she had the words field trip written on her whiteboard, and it was FEILD, and it drove me crazy. I couldn't do it, so I had to switch it for. Anyway, next item. And there's my boys in the background playing with the binoculars I found at the bins forever ago that are vintage. Anyway, okay, this next item is a pair of Torrid Jeans. A little while ago, I did find a whole bunch of Torrid stuff. at the bins, and these ones actually sold on Mercari, trying to find them on my listings. They actually sold for $25, and I was pretty stinking happy about those. They're actually a pair of Torrid women's denim jeggings. They were a size 18 short, which is a very unusual size, and so I figured that they would sell really well, and I was right, they did. I found probably 5 or 6 different Torrid items in one bin at the specific trip that I found these at, and I was pretty happy about that. So my selling and processing fees were $3.53 on Mercari. What I got paid from Mercari was $21.47. So then you just minus about how much those probably cost me at the bins, which I would say was around $2. And that gives me a profit of $19.47, which is pretty freaking awesome, guys, especially for something that you find at the bin. So I was pretty stinking happy about that. I am doing 2 different what sold videos in one at this one that I'm doing right now, because I just have a whole bunch of them built up, guys, and I need to get them out to y'all because I've been slacking a little bit lately because there's a lot of craziness going on, as some of you may know, that have seen stuff in some of my recent videos about what's going on at my house and my life right now. So anyway, enough about that craziness. Let's start with the next items. These are some beautiful spring Keds that were called the Women's Double Decker Yellow Floral Slip-On Shoes. These I got from the DI, which is the Deseret Industries thrift store nearby me, and they sold for $18 after I sent an offer of $18, and that made it so that I had Poshmark fees of $3.60, shipping discount of $1.72. My net earnings were $12.64, and they actually only cost me $4, believe it or not. They're actually doing pretty good on some of the pricing that they've been doing lately. A little bit better. You just have to be picky at what you find. So my earnings after fees and everything and cost of goods were $8.68 on this particular pair, so I was pretty happy about that. All right, this next pair is Karl Lagerfeld pumps with some interesting like faux pearl detail on the bottom of the heels. I thought they were pretty neat. They didn't seem to garner a lot of excitement in my closet. I got these from a ThredUp rescue box, and I was pretty excited about the name, but apparently it wasn't as big of a deal as I thought. So I ended up sending an offer to somebody eventually for $15. I think I sent them like a 50% off offer. Once an item is in my closet for a certain amount of time, I just say, forget it. I'm just going to send out a 50% off offer. And that's usually pretty helpful. If somebody's going to buy it, usually they'll buy it when you send out an offer that's that cheap. So these sold for $15 minus the Poshmark fees of $3, shipping discount of $1.72. Net earnings were $10.28 minus about the $5 it cost me, so I made about $5.28 off of that. All right, this next piece is a women's western belt. It is by a company called Nocona, Nocona. It's an it's an embellished calf hair women's belt, and this was like practically perfect condition, you guys. It's leather and calf hair, and then it had bling all over it, just every inch. People were really excited about it. I got a lot of attention in my closet for it. I did end up sending out an offer to somebody. It was listed at 35 or 45, I can't remember. Sent out an offer for 28, and Poshmark fees were $5.60. Shipping discount was $1.72. Net earnings were $20.68 minus the dollar that it cost me from the bins, so $19.68. So that was a great profit. All right, this next piece is a vintage floral skirt, a maxi skirt. You can see the tag says cactus flower. I was tempted to keep this one myself. I thought it would look super cute with my Western boots. And I just figured if it didn't sell within a certain amount of time, I would just keep it. But I thought it might be kind of snug on me, and so I just said, whatever, I'm just going to sell it. I did get this one at the bins, as I do a lot of stuff, and I sent out an offer for $15. I had it listed at $25, I believe. So I got Poshmark fees of $3, shipping discount of $1.72. My net earnings were $10.28, cost me around $1, and so I made a profit of $9.28 on this piece. I do love wearing maxi skirts because, you know, like a lot of other women that have had babies and stuff, I hate showing my legs, guys. It drives me crazy. Plus, shaving my legs is a pain in the butt. Am I the only one that feels that way? I'm sure I'm not. Alright, next piece is another vintage skirt. This one is by a company called Kenar, Kenar. It's 100% linen, buttons all the way up the front. It's got some pleats, so it's a maxi A-line, and it was in perfect condition. Did not seem like it was ever even worn, and you know, it was obviously very pressed, very nice. And, you know, sometimes that kind of stuff is shocking when you find it in the bins because everything gets thrown around and tossed around so much that, you know, when stuff is in good condition, it's, you know, kind of nice. So this one actually sold for full price. I listed it at $25. They took it at $25. And Poshmark fees were $5. Net earnings were $20. And it probably weighed a tiny bit more because it's linen. Linen breathes really well, but it also weighs a little more. And so my net earnings were probably around $18.50 for that piece. So I was very happy with that one. This next one, I am absolutely shocked that it took so long to sell. It really reminds me of 1920s flapper kind of dress, like the structure of it. And the print is beautiful, and I was just shocked. Like, if I wore stuff like that and if it fit me, I would totally keep it. But it was by Conrad, which is a house brand for Kohl's department place or Kohl's store. And it's not a very high-end kind of sale on Poshmark, so I had it for a while. Some people liked it, and so I went ahead and threw out a $9 offer to all my likers for that item, and with a shipping discount. So it sold for $9. Poshmark fees were $2.95. Shipping discount was $1.72. My net earnings were $4.33. So since I was another item I got at the bins, that means my profit was around $3.33. Alright guys, so this next piece is a Free People kimono. It's called the Free People Forget-Me-Not kimono top. And there was a lot of likes on this piece, but not a lot of people were willing to accept offers, and so it sat for a lot longer than I thought it would. I got this one at the DI. It cost me $6. I thought it would end up selling for more than it did, but someone sent me an offer for $21, and so I went ahead and accepted that. Poshmark fees were $4.20. My net earnings were $16.80. So when you minus the $6 that I paid for the cardigan, it ends out being $10.80 in profit. So all things considered, it actually wasn't too bad of a profit, although I would have really liked to have a little bit higher of one, especially on a piece that I thought would get more. But as a lot of resellers may know, Free People, especially certain pieces that are more lightweight or aren't as substantial, tend to be getting a lot lower price as far as that kind of stuff goes recently. So when you're picking up items that are Free People in the near future, definitely keep an eye out on that kind of stuff. Definitely check your comps before you end up purchasing anything and making a commitment on what you're going to get. So that is what sold for me on Poshmark, and then one item on Mercari for March 4th through the 7th, or maybe it was the 3rd through the 7th, guys. Holy crap, my brain is just completely gone. I keep getting interrupted, so that's what happens, right, when you're a mom. Anyway, if you guys like these kind of videos, don't forget to hit thumbs up and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. And my little guy is about to say goodbye to all of you guys at the same time. See you guys in the next one.